This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking through the instruments and electronics that I've bought and the reasons why I've bought them. Mainly Garmin, but I did go with B&G for my VHF radio. After doing lots of research through the internet, I decided to go with Garmin. Main reason being I quite liked their software and their apps that they're connected to. I spoke to Robin at Garmin in Southampton. It was one of their head offices in the UK, and I spoke to him directly, explained to him the boat I had, what I was looking for. He then gave me a list of their products that he felt would be suitable for me and a list of their dealers to go through. I contacted James at A1 Marine Electricals. They were absolutely brilliant. James went to the boat, went on board before making the order, checked the boat out, make sure that all the equipment fitted correctly. There was a couple of little changes that he tweaked in, and he then ordered all the equipment for me. The deal we've done is I buy the equipment through them and I fit it. They will then come on board and commission it for me, and with them commissioning it and then being a Garmin dealer, it means that I get all the worldwide warranties. A few weeks later, a big pile of goodies, very daunting. I laid it all out on the carpet so I knew what went with what, how it looked. As you can see here on the right hand side is the self-steering system. It's a linear system, and then we went on to all the wind instruments. I've also got radar and the largest screen GPS system that I could get, and there's lots of other little bits and tricks there as well, remote for the GPS unit and a few other bits and pieces that I will go through. First of all, let's go through all the Garmin stuff. Like I said, I went through Garmin because I can use Active Captain and Navionics directly with my Garmin. So first of all, I bought the GMR18 XHD radar system. That hooks in directly to your chart plotter, and then you can overlay on top of your charts or the information in your radar. I also have AIS, but the radar will be handy, especially in the Solent, for all the small craft that don't have AIS, fishing vessels that don't have AIS, and later on when I go out to deep sea, it will be good for weather systems and stuff like that, so I'll be able to see big storms coming, big cloud formations, etc. So that's what I bought that for. If you buy that, it doesn't come with a stand with a mounting bracket, so you have to buy that. So we got the SC20 Mast bracket, dead easy to fit. Honestly, it was half an hour job. It was absolutely brilliant. And there it is with a Garmin sat on it, and there's mine. So it's sat in, the cables run down through the mast. There's two cables there. One's pretty much like a power cable, and the other one's like an internet cable, intranet cable, which runs directly to the chart plotter. Well, the mast was down. I fitted my new wind instruments, so I've gone with that, and so I fitted that at the same time. Run new cables. That was a package that came with the brains of the unit, and also which is a grid 40, I believe, and the depth gauge, which also has log, temperature, etc. So it came with a GMI20 display, and we also bought an extra one so that we can have two of them, and there they are fitted to the new frame. I used to have 5 there. So out of the 5 different items, I've now got it down to 2, which are interchangeable. Then we went to the large chart plotter, which is the GPS map 1223. I think the 1223 is due to the size. Great bit of kit, plug and play, and yeah, that went in nicely. Mine's on a bracket like a TV stand, so that I can swing it round and I can see it from the cockpit. It also mirrors to my tablet. As you can see there, I've got my tablet set up, and that was just to show that I can mirror the chart plotter from down there up into the cockpit. So on a fine day, I can have my tablet up in the cockpit and see it fine. But if it's really bad weather, I can just swing that chart plot around and I can just look at it. And with it being so large, you can see it quite easily from the helm. There's also controls for it, which I've like a remote system that you put at the helm. So even though it is down in the nav table, you can still operate it from the helm, and you can also do lots of other things with it as well. So I also got the GHP Reactor 40, which is the self-steering system, and there's the linear drive, so I won't have the plastic wheel on the helm. Now that will be removed. Nothing wrong with it. That's a brand new system actually. The rest of it's probably 30-year-old, but that part Sharon bought me last year, never used. But we're upgrading everything. As soon as we've had the boat stripped down so much, we're now upgrading everything. So while we're at it, we're going to upgrade the self-steering system as well. So why did I go B&G for my VHF radio? I wanted a VHF radio with built-in AIS, which is why I've gone for the B&G V60-B. The -B is the built-in AIS bit. If you go for the V60 on its own, it doesn't have AIS built in. The main reason I went with B&G is for the wireless second station. So this I can place up in the cockpit. No wires, no cables getting in the way, no corrosive connections that are going to corrode over time or anything like that. It's completely independent. It charges in its stand, same as contactless mobile phones do now. So it clips in its stand there and it'll charge quite happily. And I never have to worry about cables or anything like that. 100% waterproof, and from the cockpit I can get full range and full use of my VHF radio. So, and it's got the AIS on it and everything, so when the alarm goes off I can actually cancel it from there without having to go down into the cockpit and cancelling it from there. A little bit more expensive, but I like the idea of not having cables floating around everywhere and keeping it clean and tidy. So I'm now going to be installing all this equipment, and I will show you through how I've installed it. Keep it simple, less to go wrong.